Hi, I'm Alex Armbruster. I was the main John Carver stunt double in Thanksgiving, and you're watching Craven Something Scary. And there will be no leftovers.
Hi, I'm Lee Waddell, original Ghostface from Scream 1.
Hi, I'm Alan Robinson, Scream 2's Ghostface.
Hi, and I'm Jeff Brockton, Scream 3's Ghostface, and you are watching
Craven.
Something
Scary.
Hello, Sydney.
A night of screams. Meet the three actors who played Ghostface in Wes Craven's original Scream trilogy. One day only at the Plaza Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Ticket price includes autograph signing, selfies and pro photo ops, ultimate Scream trivia contest, actors clips, audience Q&A, and so much more. Seating limited to just 200 seats. It's gonna be a scream.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is going to be a Scream, March 29th. It's just a week from Saturday. Yes, making sure I got my calendar right. A week from Saturday, guys. If you are available to go, you do not want to miss that event. Go to a nightof.com. Purchase your discount tickets there using my coupon code CRAVEN. And the guys have decided that, you know what, for my Cravenites, it was originally a $15 discount on each ticket. They're doubling it to $30 off every ticket sold using my coupon code CRAVEN. A nightof.com. Go check it out, get all the details, and it's going to be amazing. So I hope you guys can go and let me know if you're going to be able to make it so that I can let the guys know, hey, keep your eyes out for some Cravenites. That'd be amazing. So hope you guys can do that. Well, guys, tonight's going to be a fun stream. I was thinking the other day, I'm like, what's something different that I could do rather than, some of the things in the past? What's something different? And the idea hit me, because I've done, all of us together, we've done Ghostface rankings, we've done Scream rankings, and they're all a blast and they're great. And we'll do them again as well. But it hit me like, wait a second, I've never done a live stream where we actually ranked the red herrings, if you will, of all the movies, the whole franchise. I said, let's go for that. Let's give it a shot. And I think it's going to be a blast. So I ran it by my guests tonight, and they were on board. And I think we're going to have a good time. You guys will have a voice, as always, in the chat. You'll get to vote, as well as us, as we rank them accordingly to the majority vote. And, of course, if you have a particular red herring that you really like, or one that you really don't like, and you do not agree with their ranking, guess what? A super chat will save you, and you can move that person up one or down one ranking tonight to make it official, and you'll get the bragging rights. So you're going to have that opportunity to do so. A blanket hello. We're nearly 40 people here, so I'm going to give a blanket hello tonight. I see your names. I'm literally scrolling right now, and it's amazing to see you guys here. Thank you all for joining us tonight on a Tuesday night and a midweek refresher, if you will. And speaking of midweek refreshers, before I bring my guests on, we're going to do something really fun tonight. So as of right now, you see there is a super chat goal. I just turned it on for 15 super chats tonight during our live stream. And if we hit the goal, I'm going to host an extra unscheduled live stream with all of you in the chat, and everyone that can show up. And not just me, I'm going to bring back my guests tonight from the panel, and we're going to have a reunion, if you will. and have a surprise stream for you guys. So the goal has been set. And so any super chat starting right now will count towards that goal. Having said that, guys, let's go ahead and get started right now. And please welcome my guests, my brother and just dear friend. It is Mr. Knight from the Night Watch Zone.
Hey,
Knight?
what's going on? Not much.
man.
I'm to do this. This is a great
Uh-oh.
deal.
Oh man, you broke up a little bit there, but that's okay. I think I heard you. You're,
Oh.
Can you say something nice? Say something again.
Test.
Okay. A little choppy. I don't know if it's just me, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Okay.
But it's great to have you, buddy. And
Good
we're
to
not
be
alone
here.
tonight. Oh, yeah. There's some kind of a delay. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. It wasn't doing it backstage. We'll figure it out. We're going to bring on our next guest who's joining us tonight. And it is the one and only, you know her, you love her. She's a moderator, a great friend, great supporter of the channel. Please welcome. It's Julie. Hey.
Hey. Do I
How
sound
are
okay?
You're coming through okay. Did you hear Night okay, or is it just me?
It did sound a bit weird. It sounded like almost like your mic was maxing out or something, but I don't know.
Overboard. I'm on peaking on the game. Maybe it was too hot. Maybe, I don't know. That's a good. Yeah. And we'll figure it out. We're going to figure that out. I know Night, maybe if you have to drop out and back in, I don't know. It was working great earlier, so we'll see. We're live. You know how it goes, man. It's live. So anyway, yeah, Night. It sounds like you're muted now, but it's really weird. So what we'll do is first, Julie. Say again.
Oh no.
We got nothing. Julie, you can't hear him either, right? Nothing. Before it was noisy, but now it's gone. Tell you what, while Night is working on that, and we're going to get into the rankings of the Red Herrings. Obviously, that's going to be our focus. But before we do, what are your thoughts right now on Scream 7 and all of the latest and greatest that you may have heard or had a chance to tune in for?
My daily I'm just like, please. And I know some people want this. I heard a channel that I really like talking about this yesterday, and they were saying, oh my gosh, we really hope it's going to be New Nightmare. And I was like, no.
Wow.
That's I get some people wanting that, and we've talked about it a ton here. But
yeah,
for me, that just don't you feel like it kind of just washes away everything and the legacy and everything? And
yeah,
I
know.
can't. It just makes everything else feel like, oh, it's fine. It was just a joke. And
yeah.
So anyway, sorry. That's what I hope it's not going to be. And I really hope it's not. But other than that, I'm so excited, and seeing the set photos that you shared.
Yeah.
So cool. And thank you for not spoiling anything, because I would about die if it gets spoiled for me. I don't know what I'd do.
Oh, yes.
I hope it's not been spoiled for you either, but
not yet, thankfully.
Okay.
Knock on wood. Now, I did post a video a couple hours ago. It's just came out, and I am sharing something in the video that is a first-time occurrence in the history of the franchise. And I do warn on there, it's a potential spoiler. I don't really think it is from my threshold, but I want to be sensitive to make sure, because I know some people have different thresholds of what they think is a spoiler. And so it is in the video, and it does not reveal any characters or anything like that. It is an exclusive. Thank you, Mayanne. Hey there. It's an exclusive. You're only going to hear it on my channel, unless you're on the crew or on the cast. That's the only place you're going to hear it. And so it is an exclusive. And so if you decide to watch it, Julie, you let me know. Leave a comment. I'm allowed to talk to you about it because it's I think it's pretty darn cool. And I'll leave it at that for now. I'll leave it at that. But
Oh, dang it. Is it like, I want to ask, like, in what context is it maybe a spoiler, but that in itself would probably spoil it.
I'll tell you what I'll do. If we get done afterwards backstage and you have time, if you have a minute, I
Okay.
will kind of set it up and see what you think, the more details.
Okay.
But I won't say it unless you want to hear it. So I will never spoil it intentionally.
I feel like as long as it's not the killer or killers, it's not whether or not it's New Nightmare type story.
Right. No, nothing like that.
Okay. I feel like I might be
and
able to handle it, but
it is Ghostface related, but it's not revealing anything about who Ghostface is. So it's not no character reveals or anything like that.
I can probably swing it then. I'll say
Okay.
this. I went in, I watched Thanksgiving at the theater, having been
Yes.
spoiled on the killer. And I still enjoyed it, but
It's different though, isn't it? It really
it's definitely
is.
different.
Oh man.
It's funny because it still almost got me. I was like nearing the end and I was like, maybe they lied because it doesn't seem like, but then it was. So.
And yes, exactly. I love that. And I mean, I hate that you were spoiled for the movie, but I love that you still enjoyed it, and that I just think it was again one of my favorite movies of 2023. If it wasn't for Saw 10, it would have been my
Oh.
clear favorite. It is neck and neck with Saw 10 for me personally. With Thanksgiving,
Oh, wow.
that's how much I enjoyed it. And of course, as you know, we've gotten to meet Alex now on the channel and gotten some insight. And Peter Matichek as our Peter. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering his last name, but Peter, the production designer, Peter Mahicek, the production designer of the movie, also came on the channel. That got some more insight from him. So it was great having him on last night or Sunday night, I guess. Yeah, Sunday night. So I'm glad you liked the movie, and I certainly encourage everyone to watch it if they haven't seen it. Hey, we got a knock at the door. Let's see if Knight is back. Hey, Knight.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
That is better. Yes. It's a
Thank
little
goodness.
low, but I can hear you.
Okay, I turned the volume down. I was messing with the volume. I was doing a lot of stuff, man.
That's okay. No worries, man. Yeah, if you want to turn your volume up a little bit, you can, but if you don't, it's okay. We can hear you clearly. So that's the main thing,
Okay.
right? So awesome, man. Well, Judy Lee and I were just talking a little bit about Scream 7 just before we get started,
Oh, okay.
expectations and things like that and what we think about it. But I'm glad you're back. All right. This is good. And we got a great crowd. Now we're up nearly 50 folks are here joining us for these rankings tonight. So we're going to have a great time doing this. And so here's what I thought we'd do, guys, on these rankings. Rather than doing one movie, like movie by movie, I'm going to put a list here of all of the red herrings from all the 6 films, and we'll mix it up. So that way, if we're not able to get to every red herring, we'll have touched all the movies.
Okay.
It's in some way, at least with 1 or 2. So yeah, well, that way we'll spread it around tonight. Melissa, you're right on time. You're all good. We've just been catching up a little bit, and we haven't started the countdown yet for the rankings. So, and just a reminder to vote in the chat, and the majority will be where we put the red herring, with the only exception of super chats, right, Julie? Super chats, you can change the ranking and move it up or down. So we'll see how that fares out tonight. Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
So we good to go, guys? Y'all ready to start our rankings tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go. So here are the categories that we have. We have The top ranking is one of my favorites. If it's one of your favorite red herrings, and I'm going to give some criteria about that. The next one is solid job. Then we have they did okay. Then we have meh, they were just so-so. And then finally, never thought it was them. That would be the worst ranking. If you like, I never thought it was this person ever, right? So that's where we'll put them. So you may be asking, well, what's the criteria to know how to vote for a red herring? And what I thought would be fun is let's do this, because this is all our own personal opinions, and that's what makes it fun. Someone who made you believe, even if it's just for a few minutes of the movie, but you really believed it could be this person. Like, this could be Ghostface. That's how I'm looking at it, right? And if you guys are welcome to add any additional criteria, but my thought was it has to, in order for me to vote, I have to believe they were a red herring, or they, at least did a solid job or a poor job.
And it's nothing to do with how much we personally like them? Is it favorite as in...
like personality-wise, or... Okay.
Yeah, is it like, okay, they're like, Dewey's my favorite, or is it based on like how likely he was to be?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, so I think it could be a mixture of both of them, right? Because we all have on this list some folks are our favorites and character-wise. So I would say, yeah, it's a mixture of like, who's my favorite, and did they do a good job of being a red herring in their role to make me think they could be a killer.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So everyone in the chat, hopefully you guys all got that as well with us. And we're going to start voting now. So, you know what? Actually, before I say that, I'm always famous for like hitting the brakes. I wanted to say, guys, be sure you subscribe to my guest tonight, Knight at the Night Watch Zone. You know and love Knight. He's a guest here all the time, and as much as we can. But his channel link is in the description. And I'm sure, Mayanne, you could put a link in the chat. I would appreciate that for moderating tonight. Hey, Mayanne, again. And yeah, we want you to subscribe to the Night Watch Zone if you have not done so. Amazing content and an amazing person. And Coriander and Kill, his brother, all of them are fantastic. So please subscribe, support my buddy Knight. And there's the link. Thank you, Mayanne. And let's continue to see his community grow. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
So you're welcome. You're very welcome. And Julie may not yet have a channel, but she's got an Instagram. So if you guys would like to follow Julie, Mayanne, if you could put her Instagram. Sorry, I didn't send you the link earlier. But if you could post the link for her Instagram, let's get her follows up. Let's keep her follows growing up. So go check it out. Yeah, you're welcome. And we can stay informed with what's going on in your life that you choose to share, which is always really cool.
I don't share much.
Appreciate
the follow.
There you go. And hey, JT's in the chat and says, no pressure there, Steven. Exactly, no pressure.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, not at all. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Good. There is the link. Perfect. So,
Thank
all
you.
right. You're welcome. You're welcome. So having said that, guys, let's go. How about I know we've done it different ways with these tiers. Sometimes we'll do a random wheel. Sometimes we just will pick. And Knight, I'm going to start with you. And I'm just going to say, let you pick a character and let's talk about them.
Okay.
If you can see them on this list, I know it's little.
And I sound okay, right?
You're a little low, but you sound good. You're very clear. It's just a little low volume. That's all.
It's really interesting because I thought I turned the volume up too. But anyways, at least you can hear me.
Yeah.
I will start with okay. I didn't think that I was gonna randomly pick. Let's start with Angelina, man. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off and let's just get down to brass tacks.
I love it. I'll
Listen.
put it in the middle for now. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Listen,
Yeah.
we all know, or at least you and I have talked about this endlessly.
We know.
This is the underappreciated Ghostface killer
Heck
from
yeah.
3. Because
Yes.
there's no magic in Scream. Okay? If you know, you know. So
Yes.
I don't
That's
want
right.
to rant.
No,
Yeah, I don't
you're
want to
good, man.
I don't want to rant, but Angelina's got to go to the top. One of my favorites. I
Woohoo.
honestly, listen, she was a great red herring. Like,
Yes, she was.
she literally had the outfit when she was talking to Sydney. Like, and not only that, when that house exploded, you saw her move right,
Yes.
like it's like a split second, maybe a second or
Yes.
so before the explosion happened. And when she comes down from like the East Coast, and you got Dewey and Gail, the look on their face.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, she was a
Like,
great
where
red
were
herring.
you?
Where were you? You know, she was great.
She was fantastic. And yes, that scene when they run out by the pool and she just lets go of Dewey's and she's gone. She just runs
She's
off.
gone. She's gone.
Yes.
She goes a total different way. It's like first of all, it just looked so clear that she knew she had an escape route, and it
Yes.
was just time and time again where it just seemed so suspect. I mean, you know, Ghostface dragging her body off for whatever reason, which we had never seen before. Look, she was a Ghostface killer. We just know that. You know, she's just,
Yeah.
you know.
I 100% agree. Julie, what are your thoughts on Angelina and where would you personally rank her on this list?
Yeah, me too. She's at the top for me too, because like not only is she situationally weird and suspect, like Knight was saying when she was
Yep.
showing up in the bathroom stall,
Mhm.
bag full of suspect items. But not only not only situationally she's weird, but her acting is so creepy. She's really ooh.
Yes.
Ew.
Makes you
Like that scene
uncomfortable.
when it's like she's the scene when the house blows up, she's like, what? Like the acting seems bad, but on purpose because she's
Right.
so they're like, ooh, something's not right. And then in the bathroom, ew. I hate that scene is so creepy, just the way
It
she
is.
Yes.
ugh. Yeah, so she's she's going to the top.
I love it. And you know, that bathroom scene, it's like not only does she have the robe, or the mask, the phone, all this, but the way she interacts with Sydney, she's got those big eyes, the Nancy Loomis, Debbie Salt eyes, and
Yes.
it's like she's completely obsessed with Sydney. It's just the way she
Mhm.
acts.
Yep.
It's like, wow. So I'm with you guys. I'm gonna go clean sweep right now for one of my favorites as well. And let's take a look at the chat and see what we've got. We've got, all right, we've got solid job from Melissa. Stella said never thought it was Angelina. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. Paula says solid job. Okay. Primetime Chris, solid job. Wayne says the best, so solid. So that's going to be the top ranking of us. Guys, please do stick with the rankings if you can that are on the screen. Just it helps to keep it clear. I appreciate it. JT coming in with a solid job as well. Ooh, okay, a lot of solid jobs. We got, let's see. Help me out, Julie. I'm going to try to count this. We got 1, 2, 4. I see 4 solid jobs.
Yeah, I see 4 as well.
Okay.
Yep.
4 solid jobs. Okay. Mike's Horror Channel did okay. All right.
One more
Solid job.
Yeah.
Yep. Jason Dyer with a solid job. Hey, Jason. And we're So that's 5-4 for the leading votes for Jason Dyer and versus the panel and one other person. Guys, there's 40 people here, so a lot of you are not voting, and you don't have to. Don't feel like you have to. You can just watch. It's fine. But I'm going to call it here pretty soon, like 10 seconds. If you have a vote for Angelina, Tim is coming in with solid. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead, guys, and call it as, unfortunately, solid job is going to be the majority vote. Now, but Julie and Knight, there's a way. There is a way to redeem Angelina back to the top. And if anyone sends a super chat, which, by the way, there's a goal for this show of 15 to get a surprise live stream hosted by me right here with Julie and Knight coming back.
Woohoo.
Yes. So if we hit 15 super chats while we're live, we're going to be back again very soon to talk Scream 7, to hang out with Q&A with you guys. So it's a double incentive, right, Knight? It's a double incentive.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat it when it's a double incentive. You know,
No,
2 is more than 1.
man.
And 1 + 1 is always 2.
Hey, look at it.
Yay, you did it, Julie.
Julie is always sharp, man. She's always sharp.
All right. And Lindsay came in with a favorite also. Oh, another one for the top level. But I think it's pretty much going to be a solid job. So, guys, if you send a super chat in saying, hey, I want Angelina back to the top, that super chat will lock her fate. We'll lock it in. We'll move her up, and that'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. And hey, real quick, our good friend Amber from Blast from the Past, Necessary Distraction. Wow, good to see you. How excited are you about Stu? We try to tell him he isn't dead. I know. So happy we were right. Having faith, it's not just a flashback. 100% Amber with you on that. Knight and Julie, you want any comments on her comment real quick about Stu before we get moving?
I think if it's a flashback, it is probably one of the biggest missed opportunities that they've had, because, you know, in other words, there's no half measures with someone like Matthew Lillard. You know what I'm saying? He's too important to the franchise. You just can't do a flashback. If he's back, he's back. In my opinion, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Me too. And Julie, what are your thoughts on the Stu train for 7?
I'm so torn because I feel like they wouldn't have announced him if he was alive in the movie. And I know some people feel the opposite way, because why would you announce him if it's just a flashback scene? But I feel like it's the opposite.
Okay.
So
you're concerned that may be the giveaway.
I feel like it's going to be a flashback. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay. No,
I just don't know why they would have.
Well,
I feel like in my heart, I feel like they wouldn't have announced him if he had a big role. That's just my thoughts.
The only thing I can think of on that is maybe they knew that would be the consensus, and that we're going to find out that they're going to toy with us as the audience, making us think he is dead or maybe not. And at the end, we're going to find out the reveal. I'm just thinking out loud, like possibly, right? It's possible.
And it could be both. It could be,
good.
He's in a flashback early on, and then,
That's right.
Yeah, he's actually alive too. So you never know.
I know. I love it. I love it. We got basically a whole year to keep theorizing. So this is going to be fun. All right, Angelina, it's solid job. Okay, guys, let's keep moving. Julie, who would you like to pick as a red herring to talk about?
I want to pick Deputy Judy Hicks.
Okay, Scream 5. Scream 5. I have wait a second.
Is it Scream 4 Judy or top middle?
So yeah. So we've got no, that's fine. No, we're good. We're good. Judy Hicks. I'll put her here for now in the middle. All right. What are your thoughts, Julie?
Is it Scream 4 or 5, or it doesn't matter?
I would say it doesn't matter only because
Okay.
she could have been easily a red herring in both, right?
Mhm.
True.
Yeah.
We wanted her to be the killer.
Oh
in
my
5,
God,
but-
we did.
Oh,
We
Okay.
thought it was
That-
gonna happen.
Mhm.
yes. My final predictions video was Judy Hicks was the mastermind
Yep.
with 2 other killers as they're doing the grunt work and ghost face masks.
Man, that could have been so cool. Okay, anyways.
I know.
I don't know if I'd put her all the way at the top. Maybe I'd put her
Okay.
in solid job.
Okay. All right.
She's so good though in that one scene in 4 in the hallway, in the dark hallway, and she's
Ooh,
like,
man.
Mhm.
"Hey."
Those eyes.
Yes. It's like she
Um,
almost floats into the camera, like the light into the
Yeah.
light. It's really
It's
brilliantly
so
shot.
good.
Mhm.
And the kind of they become friends towards the end, obviously, but the kind of resentment or jealousy she has of Gail, a little bit of motivation there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this character. In 5, I don't know if she was. Yeah, I can't think of a memorable scene of her in 5, except maybe when she's on the phone with Ghostface. But yeah, so
Mhm.
I'd leave her in that tier. I really
Okay.
like her in 4, but 5, so that kind of takes her down from the very top for me.
Okay. That makes good sense. And I love it. Knight, what do you think about Judy Hicks?
Well, I mean, I absolutely adore this character. I mean,
Mhm.
Marley Shelton is she's a great actress. In 4, I think, kind of like what Julie was saying, I think in 4, she definitely had some moments. That hallway scene, I mean, we're talking Pennywise level of creep.
It was.
I mean, those eyes, it looked like those eyes came out of the dark, like when Michael came out of the shadows, bro.
Yes, it did.
So she was fantastic. But of course, in 5, I think it was kind of early in the film where I was like, oh, it doesn't look like they're positioning her the right way. But I really wanted her to be involved. So
Yes.
if I look at both movies overall, I would say I'd have to put her below Angelina, because
Okay.
the hallway scene was great. It was great, but that was really, other than her back and forth with Gail, that was really the big thing for me. So I would probably
Mhm.
say she did okay, if I was to be fair.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we got a solid job from Julie. Knight is did okay.
Hmm.
And I think for me, with Judy, I'm gonna, man, it is hard when you're comparing to Angelina. I have to admit that is really tough because she was so brilliant. But I think I'm gonna leave her at solid for me because I suspected her in 2 movies, and that's pretty darn good.
I actually want to retract. I agree. Let's go with solid, because I think Angelina should be at the top. As long as
I do
Angelina
too.
is above, because I just think
Right.
Angelina was above, not only because of the performance, but the context of the
Yes.
film, how Ghostface was shown killing. There couldn't have just
Mhm.
been one. So I
Right.
agree. I think Judy should be at solid job.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we all agree. We're all at solid job for Judy Hicks. And let's get to the chat real quick here and see. We've got Judy has to be solid. Ramona's solid. Okay. Okay for Atral. Mike's is also solid. Okay. Let's see.
I've got about
Jason.
7 for solid. Sorry.
No,
Trying
thank
to
you for
count them
that.
up for you.
Thank you. If you don't mind, that would be a blessing. Trust me. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, so I think solid job is the definitely overall
Mhm.
ranking. So we're going to leave her there. and her lemon squares, which I see the chat is really excited to talk about her lemon squares. And so they looked like they could have tasted pretty good in Scream 5 or 4, excuse me. So sure, we're going to stay there at solid job. All right. Very cool. Again, guys, any super chat you send in goes towards the goal of 15 while we're streaming and gets you an extra live stream with us again. And also allows you to move any of these folks from their current ranking to a higher or lower ranking. So just a reminder. All right, let's keep moving. So my turn. Oh, man. Wow. So I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to go with, you know what? I'm going to go back to Scream 1, and I'm going to load up Sheriff Burke into the mix and Dewey's boss, because, you know, he was always in the background, and sometimes with a red herring, like we saw, and we'll get to Nancy Loomis or Debbie Salt, but sometimes just being in the background a little bit, being seen on camera every now and then is a good formula for suspicion, in my opinion. So, and of course, Wes did whenever he's smoking his cigarette and Dewey's eating his ice cream, and he throws that cigarette down and stomps on it. He's got the Ghostface boot on. You know, which was like that most glaring. That was that Angelina costume moment, if you will, and then Scream 1. So I think for me, I'm going to put Sheriff Burke as a solid job for a red herring, because I think he could have been involved, especially being the sheriff. He could, pull a lot of strings. So that's me, guys. So Knight, we'll just kind of go down and come back up. What are your thoughts on Sheriff Burke and Scream?
I think, man, this is a tough one. I want to go with solid job as well, because I do think, once you saw the boots, you were like, wow, that right there is a glaring clue. And like you said, with his position, having the ability to do certain things and having the connections and the know-how and so forth. So, man. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I think I would go with solid job as well.
Okay. Perfect. Great. All right, Julie, what do you think when you see Sheriff Burke on the screen?
I think for me, he's like one below that. I personally never thought it was him, but it's so true. He would have had the means to do it. I mean, no offense to policemen, but I didn't mean it like that. His boots were very suspicious. But I personally did not think it was him, but I appreciate the silent hustle. So I think I'd put him at okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got 2 solid jobs and 1 okay on the panel. And I noticed that we've been getting some solids in here. I know you're ranking counting up, so I won't distract you. We do have some mixture in the chat on the rankings here, which is why I love doing these, right? These are so fun because different perspectives. Okay, another solid there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to call it in 10 seconds. People are still voting. So 10 seconds, guys. And then we're going to do a final count. So
throw your votes in. Throw your votes in.
Yes. Let your voice be heard, guys. All right. 3, 2, 1. And we're calling it for Burke right there. Oh, we'll get Angie in there. She just posted when I said that.
I saw like 3 okays and 6 solids.
Okay.
I don't know what you saw. If you were counting too.
No, no, I wasn't counting. But I was just scrolling. I'm like this. Yeah, I agree. That was the majority as well. So Sheriff Burke, how about that? Solid job, Sheriff Burke. from Scream 1.
All right.
Sweet.
The silent
it.
hustle.
The silent hustle. Yes.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Man, solid job. It's getting crowded, isn't it? We really need Angelina up there. It's
We need
bugging
some
the crud out
duds.
of me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. All right, Knight, you're up, sir. What? Who do you want to talk about?
Okay, let's go with Let's go with Let's go with Derek.
Oh, I was looking at him. Actually,
Yeah.
yes.
This might be
Man.
controversial.
Oh, hey,
Uh-oh.
we'll see. We'll see. All right.
And look, I I enjoyed the character. I think there was some great moments. I mean, it's the greatest performance in a cafeteria of all time.
Yeah, it was.
And I know a lot of people, and I know the backstory of what was, the original idea and all this type of stuff. But I just never really had faith that he was going to be a killer. I think maybe in my head, I was just thinking, no, they're not going to go down that road again. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So for me, I would put him in. I never thought it was him. No, never.
Never did. Okay. Never took him as a serious red herring. All right.
No,
Wow.
I really didn't. Do you hear the pipes on this guy? How could he be a killer?
He should be performing in a Vegas show lobby of a buffet or something. Come on in, tips appreciated. All you can eat buffet.
Right.
All right, Julie. Wow, what do you think about that? That was a hot take. What do you think about Derek?
I mean, yeah, I didn't entirely suspect him just because I was like, no way they're gonna do the boyfriend twice. But it turns out they were, and then they had to change it.
They were. That's true.
I think I didn't never think it was him. I think I'd go like I'd say okay. Because he was so sweet and supportive.
He was.
It just could have been him. He did have pipes. He did have the necklace. I really liked him as a character. But yeah, I was a little sus of him towards the end. So I'd put him in okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with he did okay as well. I think that they really wanted us to believe it was Derek. He gets the cut on the arm, right? All those things. And I'm like, oh, man. But he was such a great character. I think part of the problem for me was I didn't want to believe he was a killer because I'm like, how horrible for Sydney to go have a boyfriend again, do this to her. And I really liked him too as a character because I love this character. So I'm going to say they did okay for Derek. And the chat, you got 10 seconds so we can keep moving. We got a lot of people to talk about. And then we're going to call the votes at that point. I agree. Atral says they killed him off too soon. Yeah, he was. Well, I mean, he did make it to the third act, right? So can't go much longer than that in the Scream movie.
It would have been cool if he made it to the next movie.
Right.
That would have been awesome. That would have been amazing. Yes. All right. So it's done voting. Julie, what do you think?
It's like, it's way overwhelmingly never thought it was him. We've got like,
okay.
We've got 9, almost 9 or 10. I might have missed one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Knight, you were onto something, my friend. You were onto it. You're the first. Incredible. Hey guys, look, we got a super chat from Jason Dyer for $5. Thank you, buddy.
All right.
There we go. Look at this. Sheriff Burke moved to one of my favorites. He did cover up Stu. Yes.
Oh,
He covered up
No.
Stu, guys. I didn't even put. I'm the conductor of the Stu train, and I didn't even put that connection
Wow.
in covering up Stu.
There you go.
Jason, you nailed it, bro. You nailed this. Thank you.
That is so. He's so right. He used the radio tower to cover it up. There you go.
Well, guess what, Sheriff Burke? You're at the
Wow.
top of the list. How about that?
Come on, guys. Don't leave Angelina below Sheriff Burke. She
Seriously.
literally had the costume.
I mean, come on, guys. Somebody out there has to be. There's 50 people here. Someone has to be on the Angelina train with us. There's got to be one person that will send that super chat and save her and get her up there.
That's
by
right.
Sheriff Burke. I just have to believe that. Okay, more super chats are coming in. Let's get to these. Russell, what's up, Russell Dorsey, with $5 to support the channel and working towards our goal, by the way, of 15. Says, hi, Stephen Knight and Julie. Still hoping for it to be Stu and Jill working together in Scream 7. Now that's happy to be here. Awesome community, Stu train. Thank you, Russell. Guys, would your mind explode? Because remember, Wes Craven's idea was to bring Jill back in 5. She was going to live, not die. And Kirby, he was bringing Kirby back, and he was bringing back Jill. So we know that was already on his mind way back yonder. But what do you guys think about if we got this reveal? Would that be insane?
Beyond insane. I
That'd
would
be pretty sick.
I would lose my ever loving mind. I would just be in paradise because they're my two favorite Ghostface killers. So
same. Amazing. Oh my God, just to see them on screen together.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Mine would just be
yeah.
Do you think they'd like each other, or do you think they would be like irritated by each other? I'm trying to think. I feel like Jill wouldn't like him because she doesn't really tolerate anybody.
This is true. Do you think we would have like a Scream 1 ending with Billy and Stu just getting a little zealous and just
I could see that.
Right?
Hey, the way she did Charlie at the end, she was like,
"Oh my God,
I missed."
That's right.
Yeah,
get him up out of here.
Totally. Yes. Woo. Yeah, I would love it as well. That would be amazing, Russell. I'm all for it, 100%. Just sign me up. I'm on the fan club. So thank you for your super chat, Russell. Very kind and generous of you, my friend. Oh, hey, Val. The general says, Craven, I can track the votes instead of Julia. She's on the panel. She shouldn't be doing the count. Well, that's very kind, Val. Thank you. I appreciate that. And next time we do this, I'll make sure I coordinate a counter for us ahead of time. That's my bad.
No,
so, Val,
it's no big deal. But thank you so much, Val.
Yes, Val. All right. Val is the official vote keeper. Thank you, Val. All right. And let's take a look here. We got, I think another super chat has come through here. Let's take a look.
We do.
All right. Get over to my super chat section. Got 2 that's come through. We've got a troll is coming in with $5. Thank you so much. We all agree on Jennifer Jolie as one of my favorites. Oh, we're going to be getting to Jennifer Jolie, and it looks like a troll has already voted with a super chat, by the way, for one of my favorites. So I'm going to hold on to this one because you just have locked her in, and this is going to be interesting. Thank you for that, and thank you for your support and helping us reach the goal of 15 super chats. We are 4 towards our goal, 4 of 15. And here we go.
Yes. Yes.
Give me that fist, Knight. I love your fist bump in the air. Come on, here we go. Here it is. Lindsay.
Hey.
It says Angela train choo-choo. Bump her up. Oh, yes. With joy. Look at there we go. Doesn't that feel right? That just feels right.
That feels better.
It does. It does.
Really, yeah. Lindsay, thank you for making that happen. I knew someone out there out of 50 people is on that Angelina train with us. And so I'm so happy about that. I much appreciate your support. And guys, look, I haven't done a super chat clip yet. So let's just do one clip for everybody. All right, let's do that so we can keep things moving, but also have a little fun with the super chat clip. Now, there are people that are naturally gifted actors. We've seen a litany of them, right? As fans of film, Academy Award winners, just take your breath away in a single, even if they didn't win an award, take your breath away. And I think that perhaps some of those folks are not only gifted naturally, but they may have gone to a film school to help learn how to communicate shock and awe without speaking. Now, kind of like this guy right here. This is, I think, maybe an example. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Oh my
Takes
gosh.
a special talent.
It does.
Yes, it really does. Oh my gosh. And let's see here. We got we got somebody's putting the gloves on, guys.
What?
Jason Meyer with a $5
Come
super
on.
chat. Stu would not work with Angelina. Bump her down.
Oh.
No.
Wow.
He has a request, Knight. Can you do it?
Oh geez. Well, no, I did. I kind of just did automatically. I was like, come on.
It's like a reflex.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Wow.
Jason, you're killing me. Thank you for the super chat, but my gosh, you're killing us. Oh man, this hurts. Oh, this hurts. Oh. Guys, if you're look, war has officially been instigated. If you're on the Angelina train, please, we got to get her back up.
Yeah.
She's got to go back.
Right now,
That's
she's
right.
stuck staring into Judy's eyes, and that's not a good spot to be in.
Ooh,
Could you imagine those two in one scene?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, who's
That would be
creepier? That's
crazy.
pretty tough.
Yes. Oh man. Okay. Well, while we are trying to lick our wounds on that move, Paula has sent in a super chat.
Wow.
Thank you, Paula. And she's another Jennifer Jolie to the favorite. Oh man, she said I had to. Oh, listen, I think Jennifer's setting up pretty well here, guys. In fact, whose turn is it, guys? I completely lost track getting involved with all that.
I think it's me.
Yes, Julie.
So, Julie, do you want to talk about Jennifer Jolie now, or we want to wait on that? It's your call. You pick.
Yeah, let's do her.
Yeah, you want to do it? Okay. Let me find. Oh, there she is, of course. Jennifer, the one and only Jennifer Jolie. Julie, tell me your thoughts. Screen 3.
I saw you almost drop her at the top there. She she belongs at the top. She's okay. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I ever thought it was her, but she's so much fun. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't let people down. And she's one of my favorite characters. I don't know if I ever thought it was her.
Okay.
Maybe I should put her in okay, I'll put her in solid. Oof.
Oh, you talked yourself off the edge. You did.
I know. I can't think of an argument, But she's a great character.
We've got 2 super chats putting her at the top, so it's okay. Don't feel bad. I think she's going to be all right.
I think she'll make it up there. Yeah,
I think she'll make it. Unless we get some other folks bringing her down. Knight, what do you think about her as a potential red herring?
Now again, the way I'm looking at her, I love this character.
Me too.
She was an absolute highlight in this film, but I didn't really have a lot of thought to her being a killer or one of the killers. So I actually would put her in meh.
As a red herring.
As a red herring, I would put her in meh. You know, it came across my mind, unlike Derek, but it came across my mind, but I never really took it seriously. So I would put her in meh.
Okay. And just for the record, just so I'll put my vote out there for the record, Jennifer Jolie, and this is where the rub is, Knight. And Julie, you even were feeling the rub because you love the character so much. I do too.
Mm-hmm.
And I highlighted the film, her entire performance. But then I got to separate my love. Not, I can keep some of that, but as a red herring, did I ever think she was a killer?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I have to say it was not a whole lot of suspicion for me either. So I'm going to put her, though, higher than I probably should. I'm going to put her at solid job. But you know what, guys? She's already earned her spot from the crowd. The chat has spoken with super chats. Jennifer, you are moving up to one of my favorites, the top ranking for a red herring in the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's the power. You guys have the power. We're giving you guys the power, and you're taking it. You're taking it. And again, just a reminder, another one for Jennifer here. I tried earlier. Thank you for that. Oh, man. Here we go, guys. The love is coming. Lindsay.
There it is.
Yay.
Put Angelina back, please, and thank you.
Woo.
Yes, with attitude. Not only that, look here, we got a double shot. JT for Roman. Move Angelina.
Yeah, man. We got one in the pocket.
Woo-hoo. We do. Look at that. That's better.
Yes.
It just feels off when she's down here. It's like something's wrong, man. Thank you, JT and Lindsay, so much for your support of the channel, helping us towards our goal of 15 super chats. Which, by the way, we're halfway there, guys. We're 8 of 15. So it is getting close for you guys getting an extra stream from the three of us. Okay. Knight, is it you or me picking? Help me out.
I think it's you.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go. Boy, there's so many here. You know what? This is someone who I still, to this day, believe could have been involved. I actually think they still might have been involved. And in Scream 6, and it's going to be Danny, guys. Melissa's Sam's boyfriend in Scream 6.
Yeah.
And he was sus to me, guys. There were things about him that I still am suspicious about. And I know you've probably heard me say this before, but one of the biggest reasons that I still think he's a suspect is that when he was talking to Sam, we meet him for the first time in the stairwell downstairs of their complex. And she's talking about Tara and how, tough, things are. And he says this line that Danny says, yeah, I know how tough or difficult family can be. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. All the alarm bells go off. And that one comment alone is stuck with me. And I haven't forgotten it. Could he have been a relative of Stu Macher, a cousin, a nephew? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Right? I mean, for me, that was the biggest thing that I was like, okay, they did not make that. He didn't do that on accident. He didn't say that on accident, but nothing came of it. And so what do you guys think? What's your opinion on Danny as a red herring? Oh, I didn't give my ranking. Sorry. I'm putting Danny as solid job because I really did believe he was and still do think he may have been a part of it to some level. So, Knight, we'll go with you first. What are your thoughts on Danny for Scream 6?
Yeah, because we've talked about this before, you and I definitely think he was sus. There were a lot of moments where I'm like, well, wait a minute, what? The ladder and all that type of stuff, and it's just
that's right.
Mr. Convenience. or I should say, Mr. Yo, So, but I do think he was pretty sus, and I honestly did think he was a part of it. They truly had me all the way up until the end. I'm like, what? He's not, according to the
Yep.
film, anyways.
Right.
I would go with solid job as well.
Okay. All right. Julie, what did you think about him as a red herring in the movie?
I'm actually still really mad about this because
Okay.
I agree with you guys. And something that really hyped me up for him, I want to say it was Killjoy Jake. He was saying how in Dead by Daylight, the Ghostface character, like they'll give the killers a backstory. And the Ghostface in Dead by Daylight is named Danny. And this was like right before the movie came out, right? A few months, maybe like 6 months.
Wow.
But enough time to where like he gets cast and people were like, whoa, that's weird. So so I was on the Danny train, okay? I really I'm still mad about it because and I think it was you guys on the Lethal Collective were talking like his build, he just looks like he would have been the one in the bodega with the shotgun.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, I'd put him at solid.
Okay.
Still mad.
I get it. I get it. All right. So Val, who's keeping track of our votes, the panel is unanimous. A solid job. And hey, a real quick shout out, Sister Pam in the house. Hey, Sister Pam.
Hey.
Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. You said, I love Danny. I agree. I think he could have been involved. Yes, absolutely. I 100%. Good to see you, Sister Pam, and congratulations on 15,000 subs. You have earned it and you deserve it. And I'm very proud of you. And it's awesome to have you in the community. Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Job.
That's awesome.
Yes. Big congrats.
Huge, huge, huge. All right. And let's see here. We've got a super chat that's come through. Oh, no. Jason is determined to stir the pot tonight.
Ooh.
And he's now moving Jennifer down to solid job.
Ooh.
Ooh,
well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have an issue with that personally.
Yeah, right. I think we all voted that. I'm pretty sure almost. Call me Razor Ramon, the bad guy.
Hey yo.
Well, Jason is sending in, and therefore you super chat lets you move someone up or down, and he is moving Jolie down to solid. All right.
Dang.
Okay. Thank you, Jason, for your support of the channel and for your vote and helping us reach our goal of 15 super chats tonight. We are on our way. All right. Let's see. Who do we got next up? We've got It's Knight's turn.
Okay.
So let me know what you're thinking, man. Who are you thinking?
Wow. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of a good one. Let's go with okay, I've got two that I'm kind of thinking about here. Let's go with Tara from 5.
Ooh, good one. Good one. And before we do that, real quick, guys, just to make sure we're calibrated, Danny ended up at solid job. Okay.
Ooh.
I personally like it. I think that's good for him, for me anyway. I mean, okay, so we're going to go now with I'll save my thoughts. I almost let the cat out of the bag. A great character. And let me find her. And yeah, I'll use this image for Tara. Tara, right? You said, right? I'm right.
Yeah,
You're
Tara
right.
from
Yeah,
5.
Tara from Scream 5. Okay, Knight. I'm anxious to hear what you have to say.
Oh, is that the Tara from 6?
Actually, wait a minute. That's Tara from 6. Let me see.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
down
Oh,
towards the
bottom
right,
right.
second row.
sorry,
Second row.
wrong one. Hang on.
No
Hang
problem.
There she is. I knew I put her
Yeah.
in there. There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
Scream 5, Tara, not 6, just 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is an interesting one to talk about. And I think that, yeah, there were a couple of moments where it's like, well, and they definitely had some setup for it. But at the same time, there was a part of me was just like, no, could she really do that? I mean, of course, we've seen Ghostface killers kill family members before. But I would say I would go, and I love the character, so there's nothing about that. But I would go and put Tara on meh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tara on meh. All right. So you never bought into that theory where she was
I
part of it.
didn't.
That's faking her attack
Yeah.
or what have you. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes it crossed my mind, but never very strongly,
Mhm.
And maybe that was just because in my own headcanon, I just loved this idea of two sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So
And let's be honest. Well, I should speak for myself. When we're talking about Tara from Scream 5, very clear distinction.
yes.
You know what I'm about to say. She
Mhm.
outshined Sam in my mind, like by two suns in the sky. Like that's how much she outshined her in her performance. And
Mhm.
I loved Tara in Scream 5. And anyway, I won't take over your time because it's your spot, but I 100% agree. And I thought she did an amazing acting job in that role. I believed her. Yeah. So I'll shut up now because my turn's coming. But Knight, I'm with you. In your opinion, one more time, you're ranking her as never thought it
Meh.
was her or meh?
No, I'm going with meh because it did cross my mind.
Yes,
and
it did.
and it's
Mine
kind
too.
of borderline meh and okay, but I'm just gonna go with meh.
Got it. I think that's fair. Not to tip my hand, but I just did. Julie, tell us your thoughts on Tara in 5 as a possible red herring, not faking, but being complicit, if you will, in her attack.
Never thought it was her. Just like the beginning where she gets, I think her legs stomped.
Yes.
And yeah, I know we saw Jill like WWE herself, but like there's a difference, okay? Like
a
lot of people could run into a wall, but to go to the extremes
Julie.
and in the opening of 5,
oh gosh,
where she gets stomped and stabbed and then the hospital scene, especially where she's wheeling away and her hands are like ripping open. I just, yeah.
Yes.
They even like near the end when Richie's like, oh, he tries to throw Tara under the bus there. I was like, no. So for me, I would put her never thought it was her. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So we've
Yeah.
got one vote on the panel for meh from Knight and never thought it was her from Julie. And I am honestly, and don't worry, I'm going to pick one. I created the categories. But one leg is on meh and the other's on never. You know what I'm talking? You know what I mean? It's like right in the middle. Because like Knight said, and we even talked about it, remember theorizing about stuff, of course, especially when it came out. We didn't know what was going to happen. Once we saw the movie, though, we started theorizing. And one of them was, could it have been her? Right? Maybe was she involved? And we had those discussions back and forth. So I'm going to go ahead and say meh because I did think about her maybe being involved for a little bit. So only being like Knight always says, there's no lying here. Sorry to take your line, but there's no lying here either. And so I'm going to go with meh. So 2 for meh, Val, 1 for Never Thought on the panel. And let's see what the chat says. So Val, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys 10 more seconds to vote. And then Val will tabulate the votes for Tara in Scream 5. All right. Last chance to get it in the chat. 5 seconds. Okay, we're done. No more votes will count for Tara for Scream 5. So Val, let us know whenever you have it. When you get done, it's no rush. And we'll continue moving forward. But I do want to say a shout out real quick to a good old friend. A good old friend is how I would say it. It is our buddy Marcus. And I shot him. Wait. Nice, you're on the panel. Would you do the honors, please, of the channel name?
I shot him 6 times.
Oh, nobody can do that like you. Haven't heard it in so long. That's awesome. Thank you, man. Good to see you, Marcus. We've missed you, brother. We've missed you. But you know what? Your family here, and we go back a long way. And I look at it like this. When you come back in, when you're able to be back in, it's like you're home. You're just coming back home. And that's how I feel. And I appreciate you, Marcus, and all that you've done in the past and are doing and will do in the future. And I appreciate you making time to spend some time with us tonight here on the channel. It's a real pleasure to have you. Anybody else want to anybody else want to give a shout out to Marcus, and we'll continue moving on?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely good to see you, man. We miss you and hope that you're doing well. And yeah, man, we all got to get together. It's been way too long. It's too bad.
Way too bad.
You got to play that clip one of these days, man. You got to cue that one back up because that was a good one.
Oh man, the classic Mel clip, right?
Yes.
From Mel. I mean, look, Knight and I have a fun time going back and forth with That's Too Bad, but look, there's no imitating really the master. That's
too bad. You got it. Awesome.
I had it ready, buddy. I had it all on standby.
Can I one more thing? I don't mean to rant, but you gotta love May. Because this is exactly what I was thinking. She says, "Can I tell Marcus how we did Charlie on the Ghostface rankings?"
Oh, well, you know what? We haven't. Oh, on the Ghostface rankings. Oh,
yes. Oh my God.
Well, I will say this. Here's my 2 cents, Marcus. You got here just in time because we have not yet ranked Charlie as a red herring. And so. And you know, actually, technically, he wasn't a red herring. Never mind. So I guess I just realized that he's not a red herring. I didn't put him in there. Never mind, Marcus. Sorry. Oh, now guys, look, I gotta stop for just a second. Oh, wait. We were talking about Tara, and I didn't give my. Did I give? I did. We all ranked it. We're good, right?
Yeah.
We all ranked her. Okay.
Yep.
Excuse me. Okay, good night, Wayne. Take care.
Good night.
Okay, so here's the thing. While we're waiting for Val already did it.
Yep.
Never Thought It Was Then was 6 votes. That's the majority vote, and she's down here hanging out with Derek. Okay, we've got a bit of super chat war battle going here.
Yeah,
so
we do.
I'm going to come back here. I've got all your super chats. I'm getting them right now. This is the passion around Angelina touches me because, right, guys, because I feel that passion and I always have. And I love seeing others share it either way, but especially those that are on my side. Yeah, I said it out loud. Okay. Jason with a $10 super chat saying, bump Angelina back down to solid. Oh, giving 10 for the 2 chats to bring her back up. Fair is fair. Also wanted to add Phantasm rules. Tonight, he said, I did finally watch those Phantasm videos. There you go.
All right.
That's fantastic.
Jason.
Oh, like I say, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh.
good one.
Jason, thank you so much for your super chat and support, brother. And guys, be sure you do subscribe to the Night Watch Zone. Those of you that are here who may be visiting and listening for the first time, or maybe you just haven't seen Night on the Panel yet, and you're seeing him tonight with me. Please go subscribe to the Night Watch Zone, man. Thank you for putting his link in once again, because there's new people coming in and out all the time. And I want to make sure that you guys support my friend, my brother, Night at the Night Watch Zone. Amazing, amazing content. An amazing, even more amazing person. So
Thanks,
please,
man.
you are still welcome. And follow Julie on Instagram. Let's get her follows up. Continue to grow in the Instagram world. All right, so let me do what. Let's bump her down. Oh, Jason.
Oh.
Oh, that hurts me every time I have to do that. Just so you know, it feels like someone's got a little dagger going into my click finger on my mouse every time I have to slide her down out of that side. But hold on, wait a second. There's hope, because Russell is hitting back with a $5 super chat saying, "Get her back to the top. No more Phantasm for you, Jason Dyer." Oh, these are battling words, man. We are at war. Angelina looks back in her spot. Thank you, Russell. And you did not do that, Jason Dyer. You did not do that. No.
Oh, man.
Man, so Angelina back down to solid job, Jason. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Come on, Angelina Army. Don't give up. We can't let this happen. Real quick, Jen is getting ready to go. Sends a $10 super chat. That's so kind. Thank you so much. I have to go, but I want to say that Mark Kincade was not a red herring. Ooh, he was working with Roman.
Wow.
Okay, Jen. I like that. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love that way of thinking. Jen's always going to bring a hot take. She will always bring a hot take, man. Jen, get some rest. I hope you're feeling better, and I hope you're healing. So thank you for being here for as long as you could be. I appreciate that. And thanks for your support. Guys, before we continue, the Angelina battle is continuing. Russell has responded saying, "Leave Angelina alone. Bump her back to the top where she belongs." Now. Yes. Thank you, Russell. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, no. Jason, drop her. Oh, my gosh. You guys.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Jason. And Stella. Now, come on, Stella. No. Sis,
Wow.
down more.
Ooh.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, now Stella is making me move her here. Come on, guys. Look at this.
There's no way on God's green earth that she should be below Danny.
Oh, my gosh. Seriously.
Or Sheriff Burke.
Or Sheriff Burke. Who would have thought, guys, as we're only like 6 people in or whatever, who would have guessed beforehand that Sheriff Burke would have a lone slot at the top? I would never have guessed that. I know. Seriously. Whoa. Okay, well, let's guys, if you're on the Angelina train, please look at her. Look, this is pitiful. We got to do something. Please keep those coming. Let's get her back up. In the meantime, while we're doing that, let's get back to the list. Okay, whose turn? I always get lost after we start ranting.
I did Terrace. I think it's Julie's turn.
Yes. Hey, real quick, Julie, before you go, hi to Nanette. My goodness, it's good to see you. Wow.
Hey, Nanette.
Wow, I'm so glad you're here to say hello. Thank you. You get some rest. Russell says I tried. Russell, you did, man. You you went to battle for her, man. And
Mm.
I just hope someone out there is still going to pick that torch up because I can't leave her there. That's horrible.
Mm.
Anyway, sorry, I'll get off of it for now. Julie, okay, your turn.
Okay, Vince.
Ooh, Vince. So much potential.
I was just about to say that untapped potential.
Untapped. That's even better. Okay, guys, here we go. Vince from Scream 5, Leslie Macher's son, Matthew Lillard, or I should say Stu Macher's nephew. Go ahead, Julie.
Never thought it was him, unless we're counting like before the movie came out.
Right? Right.
He literally, his scenes are standing in the grass for like 5 seconds. You see him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they cut out a scene he had with Dewey, which I think would have tipped my vote, but we didn't get that. So other than that, we see him pee in an alleyway and then it's lights out. So he's going to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
He can get that bottom tier.
Ooh, going down. I never thought it was him. Okay.
What a waste.
Yeah, it really was. Knight, what do you think about Vince?
Well, it's definitely a lot of untapped potential. The great Kyle Gallner was absolutely wasted. I absolutely love him as an actor. And I don't know. I guess I would say I would go with meh because I still had a couple of thoughts. But I truly think that they didn't give him very much to work with, except for, kind of being this, quote unquote badass type of character.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It was like almost like, putting something in the oven to bake for an hour and you take it out in 5 minutes.
Yes.
It's just undercooked. The whole role was undercooked and not his fault. That's the script he was given. But yeah, they could have milked him along halfway for at least half the movie to make us think he's involved. Really could have been really amazing, in my opinion. And I'm gonna go with you guys as well on Vince. I think the highest I could give him is meh. And I probably honestly I got to go with never thought it was him. I just wasn't enough screen time for me.
Yeah, if they hadn't cut some of his scenes, I feel like we could have gotten a lot more out of him. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Oh, well, exactly. That's what we're left with. Okay, so going to give 10 seconds for voting. If you have an opinion on the rankings here of where you want to put Vince as a red herring. Remember, we're not voting on him as a character per se. You can have some of that influence. It's fine. But we're trying to judge him based on, did you believe he was involved at some point? And if you blinked in the first 10 minutes of the movie, you didn't see him. So, yeah. So we're going to do that. 5 more seconds, guys. And we're going to call the votes. I'm going to call it right now. I don't think we need to waste any more time on Vince. Poor guy. So, Val, if you could let us know how we turned out with Vince. Val, I think you're still here. I hope you're still here. Let me know if you are or not. If not, it's okay. But in the meantime, and Sister Pam's chiming in. Vince could have been an amazing red herring. Yes, he could have. She's going with meh. Yeah, I get it.
Why would you cast such a good actor?
Yes.
True. That's another point.
He's so talented, man.
So talented. I mean, look at him and Smile. He was great. I mean, everything I've seen him in, I've liked it. And you could have gotten, no offense to the up and coming actors, because that's great. But you could have really gotten just a union actor, and it would have been no different, honestly. It's true. Okay, now this is a twist. Jason sending in a $2 super chat to raise Angelina.
There you go. Look deep within your heart, Jason.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jason. That's better. Now we're just one away from getting to the top again. That's better.
Yes.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that sentiment. And she is back to solid job. And you know what? Hopefully, here in the next half hour or so, before we end the stream, we will get her back up to one of my favorites. That's the hope.
Mm-hmm.
That is the hope. By the way, guys, update. We just hit our super chat goal of 15 super chats. Thank you, guys. Wow, that's amazing. Y'all guys, you're all so generous. And you know what else that means? We are going to talk after the stream to book our next stream together because they just won an unexpected live stream from the three of us here on the channel.
Woo-hoo.
So that's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it already. Okay. Good job, everyone. And remember, as long as we're playing, you still got time to move these characters around. Okay, Val. Okay, got it. No worries. It's all good. Thank you, Julie, for
We got it.
hitting here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's keep moving. So it is, I'm going to ask you again. Whose turn is it?
Your turn.
I need to keep a clicker or a ticker over here. Okay, let's get back to it. We're going to keep rolling here. Okay, you know what? I just got to do it because, you know, Jen already mentioned it in her super chat, and I think it's time to pull out one of my personal favorite red herrings. Yes, it's Mark Kincade in Scream 3. So let me just tell you guys, he was my number. Well, actually, Angelina. It was her, and it was Angelina and Kincade.
Mm-hmm.
Those two were my suspects for Scream 3, watching the movie the whole time. And when Angelina did her fake death with a little wimpy shoulder stab and being dragged away, by the way, off site by Roman, which no one else ever did, I could just almost picture him pulling Angelina out of sight and just like picking her up. And she's like, that was fun. You know, I could just like see it in my head. But having said that, Mark Kincade, I have to admit, in Milton's Mansion, when he came around that on that hall after Ghostface ran off, guys, I'm like, oh, it is totally Mark Kincade. And Wes even directed him. Do you remember how he looked? He gave this look to Sydney, right?
Yeah.
And it was almost like you caught me, like, you know, angry look. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So for me personally, I'm putting Mark Kincade as one of my favorites. I thought he was a fantastic red herring. So we're go in reverse. Julie, let's go with you next. What do you think about Kincade as a red herring?
I think solid for me because like 75% of me, I was like, he is not doing this to Sydney. Like, you stop it. You stop that. This is ridiculous. But, no, but I did suspect him, and like you said, he had some good acting, good faces. But he's such a sweet, you know, policeman, and he likes Sydney, and I wouldn't put him all the way at the top, but I'd put him in solid. I really like him a lot, and I'm mad that he's not coming back. But anyway,
that's another can of worms, man. I'm telling you, I know. Just wrong. Just wrong.
Yeah, that's way too bad.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, Knight, what was your gut feeling about Kincade when you watched the movie the first time?
Well, let me just say I echo what you guys are saying. Like, they've totally broken, I don't know if mythology is the way I want to word it, as far as, you know, with not having Patrick come back. It's like you know, it's totally fractured now, because, you know, with our talk of theories and possibilities and so forth. But in Scream 3, though, I have to agree with you, Steven. I think he was great as a red herring. And I think, like you
Mhm.
said, things like that little look or the
Yes.
little tone in his voice, when he was talking to Sydney about his life, is a horror movie and all that type of stuff.
That's right.
Is his favorite scary movie, I should say.
Yes, that's right.
All those things were just kind of building and building. So I think I just want to say this. I know I keep ranting about this, but I think not only should he be one of my favorites, but I think he's way better as a red herring than Sheriff Burke, and
Ooh.
probably up there with Angelina. I really thought there was a
Mhm.
chance, like
Mhm.
85%, maybe 90% throughout the film. I was like, yep, he's a
Yes.
Ghostface killer.
That's right. Same. I was, and by the time the third act was in Milton's place, I said, "Oh, it's totally him. It is
Mhm.
totally Mark Kincade. He's gonna be." And of course, we know what happens after that. But
Mhm.
I agree with you again. So you're ranking one of my favorites, right? As well, is
Yes.
that right? Yes, same as
Yep.
me. Okay, and Julie's solid job. Okay, wonderful. All right, so guys, we're gonna give you 10 more seconds to vote. Did you and please vote with these categories, guys. It just makes it a lot easier for Julie and Val as well as me figuring out where I should put your comment. So
far, favorite is way in the lead.
Yay! All right, Kincade. Well, we're gonna call it then. We're gonna call it because you guys have been voting as we've been talking. So Mark Kincade at the top with Sheriff Burke.
The cops.
And here,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah.
true. That's a really good point. Now, here's here we go. Look at Jason turning the other cheek.
There you
Raise
go.
Angelina, one of my
Wow.
favorites. And thank you, Jason. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Now tell me, doesn't this look much better?
It looks so
Yep.
much better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know what? Sheriff Burke, I'm telling you, when Marcus brought the connection, or correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it wasn't Marcus. Someone brought the connection about how he covered up
Jason.
Stu. It was
Jason did.
Jason, thank you. Sorry, Jason, you brought it up. And I know we've talked offline about theories with Stu involving Burke being bought off, but I wasn't thinking about it in this moment. And it just was like, reconnecting those wires that have been laying on the ground. And that's a pretty powerful argument just on its own, in my opinion.
Yep.
But I do agree it's a shocker. And I never would have picked Burke to be at the top. I was just my own opinion.
Now we just need Detective Bailey to be at the top. If only he was on this
Oh,
list.
okay. Now, Julie, thank you for the setup. Night, we're going to do this properly. That's too bad.
That's way too bad.
Yes. That's how we do it right there. That's how we do it. It's the alley-oop. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Now, Jen earlier did send in a super chat about Mark Kincade and said he was not a red herring. He was working with Roman. I'm not sure how that affects, if at all, the voting here. I'm open to the panel to help me decide. Night, I'll go with you. How do you think, or do you think this translates to the ranking?
So
I want to be fair.
Yeah, I guess in theory it does.
Yes.
I guess in theory it does. So I would say, wow. Yeah, I guess that would put him down a level from where he was at, right?
Yeah. I think in that probably go ahead.
Yeah, no. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Or is it 2 levels? Or does it not matter the amount? I guess people were selling in. Okay.
Yeah.
The amount. I was going to say that earlier because you never said that there was an amount, because we've had $2 super chats as well that have moved.
That's true.
Rankings.
That is true.
Dang. Well, guess he's going down with the deputy.
Wow.
Oh no.
This is so crazy.
No. Come on now. Oh, gosh.
Now it's too bad.
Yeah, it is. That's way, way, way too bad. We just got Angelina secured and tucked away with Jason. Thank you. And now we lost Kincade. Come on now. Guys, listen. If there is anyone on the Kincade train, please, you got to get that super chat in to move him up, because that just doesn't settle right up with me. I'm sorry. It just does not. Oh,
Hey.
JT,
Ooh,
there we
somebody.
go. Put him back. JT, you're awesome, brother. Thank you for saving Kincade. Yes. That's been awesome. Thanks, JT. Thanks for your support, buddy. And thanks for your vote to get him back to his proper space. JT has spoken. I love it. All right. Speaking of spoken, we're all good on Kincade, right? We're ready to move on. So
Yeah.
next up.
I like where he's at.
Okay. All right. So Knight, I believe you're next up for this round.
Oh, okay. All right. Who do we have? Okay. Let's go with, I'm just looking on here. I don't see her anymore. I thought I saw her before. Oh, yeah, there she is. Let's go with Kirby from 4.
Ooh, a fan favorite. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Tell us your thoughts.
So, and you remember this, Steven, on many Lethal Collective streams, I always was, pumping up Kirby. I love this character so freaking much. She was absolutely amazing in 4. And I think the performance was really cool too. Hayden did a great job. And, there were times when I was like, man, she definitely could be a red herring. But for some reason, I didn't have her very high as a red herring. I really, when it came right down to it, I was just like, I don't think so. I don't have it. It's not in my gut. So I would actually say Kirby, as much as I love the character, I would go with meh.
As a red herring, we're going to go meh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Right here. We're going to put her there for now. All right. Julie, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I agree with that. I really like the character, but I honestly can't really remember who I suspected when I first watched 4, but I don't think it was her. I liked her a lot, so maybe that's why I connected with her. I was like, it's not her. So yeah, meh, but she's a great character. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move her up one above you guys. I'm gonna put her at they did okay. Again, the character is amazing. The character I'd put up way up here, but we're talking about not just character, also red herring. And I agree. I never really did suspect her. I was more suspecting, honestly, Charlie and Robbie. Those two had of course, I'm getting ahead of myself because he's on the list, so I'll shut up. So we'll save my thoughts for Robbie when it's his turn. But yeah, I never really did think about her much as a red herring myself either. But I did just a little bit. I did. And, when you get in these friend groups, you know how it is. We have to really question everybody.
Yep.
And to some degree, there's still some doubt here and there on pretty much all these characters not the ones that died, but of course, even then, accomplices can be killed, guys. Right? We're almost trained by the franchise that if there's not a reveal, there's not a ghost face. And I don't buy that. We got Angelina, who lived. We got Stu Macher, who I believe lived. We have Jill, who was going to live if they'd continue with Wes's Skrilla. I'm just saying, just because you see on screen a death does not mean they're dead, unless right here, right there. That's it. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, all right. So I'm going to put her at they did okay. So let's go ahead and do the votes now. And, wait a second. Wait. Well, yeah, let's do the votes. Let's just see where it turned out. But we got a game changer for Kirby. And it's in the form of Russell Dorsey coming in with a $5 super chat to say Kirby needs to be one of my favorites for Red
Wow.
Herring. Wow. Okay, that is a pretty stout ranking for Kirby. He really suspected her. Okay. Hey, that's all right. That's why they're in there. That's why the West puts these characters in the movie. Or he did. So, okay, guys, look, Kirby is moved up to top of the top of the line. And if anyone does not agree strongly and you think she needs to be bumped, you can still do that with your super chat and override Russell. But right now, Russell says no, she's going to the top. Okay. All right. And we settled on Kincade, right? Yeah, we're all good there.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Val says Kirby would have won solid without the super chat. Yep. Okay. So she was already going to get close to there as it was. Yeah. All right. Good choice, Knight. That was your choice. Good choice. Julie, what do you think? As we're going to start to wrap up pretty soon, guys. We're going to go about Knight. What do you think? 15 more minutes? Is that going to work or no?
Yeah, I've got 15. Yeah, I've got 15.
Okay. Julie, you got 15,
Yep,
Julie?
15. Yep.
All right, guys. We're going to move a little faster right now.
Principal Hembry.
Principal Henry Winkler. I love him. Hey, that's right. Okay, Julie. Thoughts on Mr. Hembry?
I'd put him in. Okay, I'd probably put him in okay. Although he was acting crazy in that one.
Yes.
A little too crazy, but I love that scene with him where bullying the two kids. Oh my gosh.
Your whole
Tough love.
thieving, whoring generation disgusts me.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah, I'd put him in okay. Funny scene, weird dude, acting crazy.
He was a little off, wasn't he, Julie? He was a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think his elevator quite made it all the way to the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had some loose screws, but man, I've never seen scissors the size of those scissors in my life.
Hedge clippers.
Yeah, they're hedge clippers. Exactly. All right, Knight. What did you think of Hembry on the first watch?
I've got to echo a lot of what Julie said there. Is well said. I mean, there was moments, and obviously the scissors from hell, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, come on, Fonzie, don't do that. That's not cool. Only people of a certain age are gonna get that. But
yeah.
But I would say I would go with okay, because he definitely, that was a very powerful moment, and I really was thinking, geez, this could be really bad with this principal here. So I'd go with okay.
Okay. All right. And did you guys notice after he opens the door and looks down the hall, he does the hair pat on the side? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Same thing Fonzie did and it's just great.
It was great. I was glad that they gave him the wink and the nod.
Me too.
That was cool. That was very cool.
And putting his leather jacket in his little armor, hanging out with his shirts, thought that was really cool too.
They didn't do him like Vince, that's for sure.
No,
right?
No, they did not. All right. For me, I'm going to also say, okay, for me, he's right here. It's where he belongs. He was a fun character. And trust me, after that scene with the scissors, I believe he could have killed somebody. I mean, I think he was capable. So I'm going to put him right here too. Yeah. All right. Let me know, Val, when you get the votes tallied for Principal Hembry. Dude, guess what though, guys? Look here. Marcus has sent in a super chat to raise Danny back to the top. Ooh. I feel he was one of the best ones. Yeah, man. All right,
Wow.
Marcus.
Okay.
There he is. Look at that row. Oh man, there are some surprises for sure. But the people have spoken. You guys have the power. So, Marcus, I got you, man. He is back to the top, and I did also think he was a great red herring. I did. Yep. For sure. All right. So let us know, Val, when you get the opportunity about Principal Henry. We're going to keep moving because of time. Henry, never thought it was him.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Man, I hate to drop the fawns down here.
Right?
Man, that's so low. Okay. Well, if anybody's got any love for Principal Henry and you want to get him up to at least meh, you can send a super chat in and we can bump him up from this basement level.
Yeah.
All right. Julie, wait, who's picking next?
I think Knight.
Knight.
It's Knight or you.
Is?
It's one of you.
Because I just picked. It's you, Steven.
Okay, my turn. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So for me, real quickly, for the sake of time, I'm gonna get this guy out of the way. And it's Trevor from Scream 4. I know. The most unlikable character in the movie, in my opinion.
In the franchise.
Maybe. It may be Knight, maybe the franchise. I'm sorry. I never, ever believed this guy was a killer at all, even though he was wearing the blue plaid. I did not buy it, didn't believe it. And so for me, he is absolutely down here, unfortunately, next to Principal Henry. But yeah, that's it for Trevor. I have nothing else to say. Dry, bland, emotionless, until he got shot in a particular area, and he came alive then. But outside of that, no. Julie, what do you think? We'll go down the road.
I'd put him up one, maybe at meh.
Okay.
For the shirt and for
yeah.
God, he was so annoying though, wasn't he? He hardly had any scenes, but every scene he was in, it was everybody treated him like Kevin in Home Alone. He's such a disease.
It's true.
So anyway. Yeah, I'd put him at meh. It's like he could have, but yeah, not much of a threat.
Exactly, I agree. Knight, what did you think about Trevor, man, when you saw this guy on the screen?
I mean, this guy was just super annoying. Like Julie said, he didn't have like a ton of moments, to really speak of. And so maybe that kind of would work in his favor a little bit. But yeah, he's like one of those characters. He's as bad as Trent in Friday 13th, 2009. He's just so annoying. He irritates the crap out of me. So I just never really bought into him. It's almost like they tried to make you feel like he could be a suitable red herring, but I just never bought into him. So I'm going all the way at the bottom.
All the way to the bottom as well. Okay. All right. I think this is where he belongs. If there's anyone in the chat that feels he should be ranked higher, you can do so. But you got to send your super chat in now because we're running out of time. And let me ask you this, guys, and we'll do. How about this? One more pick per person, and then we'll call it a night. One more quick per person, and we'll keep moving. I'll just say this: what do you guys think about doing a part 2 on our stream that the chat won tonight for their super chats?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. That's a great idea because we got plenty to finish.
So many left here. I know Danny there is a duplicate. I'll take that out. But we got so many more folks to talk about. So on our next stream, guys, that you guys earned for your super chats tonight, we will all be back to continue this discussion. But if we can move one more pick for Knight, Julie, and myself, and we'll go fast. And this is your last chance, though, to move anyone on this stream. So if you send a super chat before we end, we can still make that happen. All right, just letting you know. Knight, who's your final pick for tonight?
Wow. it's always kind of challenging to figure out who we're gonna pick. Let's go with Liv from 5.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh, my eyes. I know she's here.
She
on the right
top,
next to the Annika
Oh
in the
yeah,
red hat. Yeah.
there we
yeah,
go. Yes, thank you.
yeah.
Okay,
You
buddy,
know,
you're on.
I thought as a character, you know, there wasn't necessarily anything too special. She was just kind of there. Once we got near to the finale, I started to think a little bit. And of course, you know, you can say what you want about Amber, but what a reveal moment, because,
Right.
you know, and shout out to Mikey,
Yeah.
who's an Oscar winner now. Listen, let me just say
Oh
something. You got
no.
Amber and Charlie. You got Amber and Charlie, the Oscar winners.
Oh, he won an
So
Oscar? Oh my goodness.
isn't it crazy?
Wow.
Wow, there she
There
is.
she is.
Ah, she is.
There she is. So but for Liv, I had some thoughts here and there, but I would go with meh for Liv.
Okay, meh for Liv. All right, we'll leave her here for now. Julie, what did you think about this character?
Yeah, me too. I mean, she was like, she had the build for Ghostface, and she was a little really strange at the end, but it was kind of forced.
Yeah.
So yeah, meh.
Yeah, meh.
Yeah.
Um,
Meh character and meh red herring.
yes, I
Mhm.
absolutely agree with both of you. I think meh just feels right for her. Again, physically, she had the most probability that she could have been a very believable Ghostface, because she was a bigger frame, as you know, and just the build more than Amber. But I'm sorry, she was also unused potential. We didn't get to hardly get any lines from her. And Scream 5, honestly, there were many underused actors. Honestly, very. Okay, so meh is where the panel's at for Liv for Scream 5. And let's take a look here. Real quick, while Julie's thinking about who she wants, I'll put the list there. You go. We've got a couple of super chats real quick that we're going to get to now. And it's JT coming in with the $5. Thanks, buddy. Just take human lizard stretched face Trevor off. He's not even worth the bottom spot. Oh,
Wow.
dang.
Mhm.
Ouch, bro. Poor Trevor. Man. Well, you know, I respect your opinion, and trust me, I think that he's right where he belongs if you're going to put him on a list, right? If you're going to put him on a list, I think he's got to be at the bottom. I love that. Thanks, JT. And also, we've got Russell coming in with a super chat. Ambernt is meh also. Y'all know Steven doesn't like her. Oh, no. Russell.
Oh, give her some credit. Oh, you know, and I misspoke. He didn't win the Oscar. His brother did, but it's close enough. You know?
They're related. They're related.
It's in the blood.
That's right. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Where's that at? Why can I not see that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, hey, and Jason came in and says Kirby, Mark, and Danny, the verdict's still out on them. Okay. All right then. So Jason still got his suspicions on all 3 of those characters. All right. Well, who's that? Julie. Julie's up next. Julie, who do you want to pick for your last one tonight?
Let's do Stone. Top left.
Stone. Yeah.
I
Patrick
love
Warburton.
Oh my god, I love that actor so much.
He's great as an actor.
He's probably like the first red herring who's too big to be Ghostface.
That's funny.
All right, I never thought it was him, if we're being honest. I don't want to put him at the very bottom because he's so cool. But I think I have to do it, guys. Never thought it was him. Too big, too cool.
I love it. Knight, did you ever suspect Stone of being involved with anything, man?
I never ever suspected him at all. He is a great character. He was fun, so memorable. But yeah, he never ever came across my mind.
Yep. And I'm going to admit the same for me. Never ever thought he was a suspect. So yeah, no, 100%. And then when Jeff Brockton, who I just interviewed on Saturday, came and hit him with the frying pan in the trailer and killed him, that ended the idea altogether then for sure. But no, I never thought it was. Yeah, I never thought it was him either. Okay, so yeah, I think the crowd. I mean, that the chat. I mean, is overwhelmingly never thought it was him. So we'll leave him here. My final pick. We're gonna go fast, guys. My final pick is going to be one that is, oh, my mouse will work. You know what? She's a friend, and I'm just going to move quick. It's Nancy Ann Ritter, otherwise known the girl in the bathroom, and I honestly never thought she was involved in this as a red herring. So for me, I have to put her here. I love her as a person, and she's great, but not as that character. No red herring for me. Julie will go down and in with Night. What do you think?
Yep, iconic line delivery in her theme, but she, never thought it was her. So agreed.
Okay, Night. How about you, man?
I absolutely agree. Never, ever, ever thought she might be the least red herringist type of character in the franchise, but I love.
Okay, you there, Night? You broke up. I'm sorry. You there?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
No, okay, we're good. So never thought. All right, we're gonna leave her here.
Never thought.
And everyone in the chat looks like it's overwhelming as well. Never thought. Yeah, I think that's where we're good. She's definitely gonna stay there. But we love you, Nancy Ann, if you're watching. All right, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna end the tier ranking for tonight. We're going to finish it as part 2 very soon, maybe even next week. We'll schedules, we got to coordinate with each other. But when we find the time, and it's going to be very soon, we'll return for part 2 of this ranking. We got a lot of folks to get through, as you can see. So we'll continue this for the stream that you guys earned by your super chats. One last applause to the chat. Thank you, guys. Woo. We're hitting 15 plus super chats. We actually ended the night with 15, I believe was what we hit. So, no, we did more than that, but it stopped counting at 15. So, great job, everyone. So, I want to thank my guests, and I'll meet you backstage for a real quick goodbye. I know, Night, you're up against it. But a real quick shout out to my guests. Please subscribe to Night again at the Night Watch Zone. And thanks for putting a link in the chat. And follow Julie on Instagram. Be one of the cool people, not just as a Cravenite, but as following Julie.
That's right.
She's a great friend, great supporter of my channel content and Nights as well. And she moderates both of our channels. She does an amazing job. So, Julie, you know how much we love you and we appreciate you as a friend and all that you do for us. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Very welcome. And a shout out to May-Ann tonight for modding the chat. Well done, May-Ann. Everybody in the chat, please say thank you to May-Ann tonight, and Val, who also was here counting votes. And the general, what can I say? We appreciate you so much. Thank you. And a last thing, a quick thank you to everyone who watched tonight, who gave super chats to support the channel and get your person ranked where you wanted them. Thank you for your support. It helps keeps the light on here for the channel and allows us to do a lot of stuff here and a lot of stuff in the works that I'm working on. So thank you for y'all's continued support. And let me go ahead and close this out. There we go. And on that note, we're going to say good night. I'll be back very soon with another stream. You just never know when. So keep your notifications turned on and your eyes open. And we'll be back soon. So, guys, let's say goodbye to the chat, and I'll see you shortly. Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.